Hi everyone, this is Kay. I am an artist and a content creator, and I'm here to share with you one thing that has kept me sort of grounded since the year started. So I know that the past year has not been very favorable or productive for most of us. I myself have fallen on and off the productivity train, and honestly, I don't remember completing a single resolution that I set for myself at the beginning of 2020. So, I can even tell you that right now, even though it's the third month of 2021, I still haven't even completed a whole month of tracking my water intake. So instead of setting resolutions as most people usually do at the beginning of the year, I discovered that I could instead create what I call an artist manifesto. The first time I heard about the word manifesto, I guess I was reading something that's political, and true enough, according to the dictionary, the word manifesto simply means a public declaration of policy and aims, especially one issued before an election by a political party or a candidate. Now, although the word manifesto seems to sound too legal or too technical in a sense, it is entirely possible to create your own manifesto to serve as your own personal guide towards your goals. And the best thing is that you don't even need to be a politician to do so, or you don't even need to be an artist per se. You don't even need to be in any particular industry for you to be able to craft a personal manifesto of yours. Think of it like a resolution, only it's more concrete and I guess shorter, and it already has the goals you have for the year and how you plan on achieving this. So in my case, I created this artist manifesto because I wanted to serve as my guide on how I would like to work on things to help myself grow as an artist and as a creator this year. And in short, these are my words to live by. So the great thing about a manifesto is that you don't actually need to be in any particular industry. You don't need to become an expert. So even if I call it an artist manifesto, you don't really need to be an artist, if you know what I mean. I only call it the artist manifesto because, in the words of Eileen, also known as Lavender, everyone is and can be an artist of life. So before moving on to my 3 tips on how you could create your own artist manifesto, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button below to help my small channel. I make videos on art, self-care, and productivity. So if these topics interest you in a way, feel free to leave a feedback or comment down below. So now that I got that out of the way, here are my 3 tips on how you could write your very own artist manifesto. So tip number 1 is to think about what you want to do for the rest of the year. So for me, my ultimate goal for the year is to start working on creating and publishing content that's related to my art, and also share the different systems that I use and I'm trying out to help make myself be as productive as possible so that I could create more of what I love. So for you, it could be different. Your goal could be more towards your health. So you're going to craft your artist manifesto towards things that would help you become more active. Or maybe you want your manifesto to help you advance your career. So it's really up to you. I would suggest focusing on one area of your life and being more specific. If you're having trouble thinking up of an ultimate goal for the year, maybe the next tip would help you even better. So the second tip is to ask yourself the 3 W's. So if you've been watching videos or reading up on stuff about goal setting, then you might have already heard about the SMART acronym. The experts say that goals should be SMART. This means the goal should be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. I have no trouble at all understanding this acronym, but the problem is I often forget what the R means. I don't know why, but I usually forget that one. So instead of memorizing 5 words, I rounded it up to like 3 letters only. So I often ask myself what my 3 W's are when it comes to identifying what goals I want to achieve. So these are: what do I want? Why do I want it? And what can I do to move closer to that goal? Well, it's true that you can just simply choose a very broad goal, such as create more art or have more content put out there. It really helps to put a specific number or a specific timeline to what you want to do. So for me, I don't just want to grow an audience online. I specifically want to grow an audience on Instagram and YouTube. So I have identified the 2 platforms instead of just using different kinds of platforms to grow my art. For me, it's going to be manageable that way, and it will help beat the overwhelm that most people have when it comes to setting goals that are too broad. So try to make it as specific as possible. Maybe you want to achieve this and this by the second quarter or the third quarter of the year. So it really helps if you can set specific metric, which could help you better gauge whether or not you are gaining progress towards your goal. So the third and final tip for writing your own artist manifesto is to write it down and to keep it visible. So once you already have your ultimate goal and once you have answered the 3 W's, my advice is to write it down on a piece of paper. So the benefit of writing down your manifesto is that you're creating some sort of a tangible version of it. So if you have a journal, you could write it there. You could also write it on a post-it, or you could create an art, put it on your wall. You can even turn it into a desktop or a mobile wallpaper, just so whenever you go on your computer or on your phone, you could be reminded of it instantly when you see it. I believe in the saying that what's out of sight is also out of mind, so I like keeping my manifesto as close and as visible to me as possible in an area where I can see it and therefore be reminded of what I want to work on for the rest of the year. So those are my 3 tips on how you could create your very own artist manifesto. Let me know if you found this video helpful, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification button so that you could be in the loop for whenever I post more videos like this in the future. See ya!